By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play action. Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, Ward. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Ward now working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Come on. Hey, ready.
They go play action with Ward. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Ready. Liking 18.
Ward off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. The Titans are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start to pop.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Ward. That's complete to DK. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Cade York on now for the field goal. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You talk about this Titan defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Panther 11.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll try and do this himself. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And space tough to come by there, so we'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing now, Ward. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go! Here we go, set! 60 Eagles! Roll! Buffalo 18! Go, streak!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Viking 18! Check smash! Hawk 70, Bronco switch,
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. The 20! Touchdown, Indianapolis! A great effort there, with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
52. Viking 18.
Now Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Ward. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Ready,
So
check.
from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Get up.
Off play action, Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hammond. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go.
Richardson looking to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Tyler Warren,
his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw, here's Ward. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Drag him, 60. Ready, right?
To throw is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Hammond. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timber, Mustang 19.
Richardson working from the gun. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it.
looking to put a drive together. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Here's Ward. To the right side to Aiken. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Okonkwo holds it in left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
18, pioneer.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Elikayometer from 6 yards away. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
First down.
Ready?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Running left, here's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd down and 13.
Get it. Ring. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Pierce in motion left.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. Lambert Smith.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll try to do it himself.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Okay, ready?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready? 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw. Ward.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
18 Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got the open man. It's Eilmanner.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
6 ready.
Ward now working out of the gun.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
4 yards.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Throwing again here, Ward.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Here we go. Check out.
Ward.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Luke McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And they're on 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Cowboy 8, Mustang 19. Ready, up.
2nd and 6.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Viking 8, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Going for it. Here's Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Let's go now.
42-yard line.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's complete to DK.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, go.
Now Ward.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
No, no. Down. Buffalo 70 Timberwolves. Alert.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Street. Cougar 19.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. They'll run the screen to Mitchell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
70. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos.
To throw from his end zone, Richardson. He sets to fire deep.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Get it. 70, Dragon 60. Riggs.
Richardson looking to throw this. A short one there, caught by Warren. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
At this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who have Played yet? Go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Ward. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. He'll complete this one. Cockrell.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd down and a yard.
Rig alert, rig alert. Tackle 80.
But once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Richardson.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go now. I got him. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Riggs. 19, Tiger, 19.
A give here to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Ready, right?
Throwing now, Ward.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It's second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Take go.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Go.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward to throw once more.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Come on, 65 catch.
Here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ready? Bronco 8, 19.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Out of the gun, Ward.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Ward in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Ward. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To the air again, Ward.
And it's intercepted.
Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Looking to put a drive together.
Go! 19. Ready.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
168 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Another run with Mitchell.
Past the 20. 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing is Ward.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Leo Chanel.
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
14-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Cowboy 80.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Colts, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head